Most incredible military moments caught on camera. In this video, we will discuss 5 great military situations that were captured on camera. These moments range from an incredible video showing the moment the Coast Guard stopped a drug smuggling vessel in the Pacific Ocean to a film of the United States Air Force conducting ejection seat tests for use in its fighter jets. A member of the United States Armed Forces, the Coast Guard is one of the 6 branches that comprise the armed forces of the United States. The protection of ports, marine borders, inland waters, and the sea from the thousands of attempts at illegal immigration, weapons smuggling, and people trafficking, among other things, is an important mission that it is tasked with. On June 18, 2019, crew members on the Coast Guard cutter Monroe caught a thrilling moment when they intercepted a self-propelled, semi-submersible vessel in the Pacific Ocean. They had believed that the vessel was smuggling drugs, and they were investigating the possibility that it was doing so. The Coast Guard took matters into their own hands after making numerous unsuccessful attempts to tell them to stop. They practically jumped onto the vessel and opened the hatch themselves, all while they were drifting in the middle of the ocean. After some time had passed, it was revealed that the Coast Guard's suspicions were correct. An astounding 17,000 pounds of cocaine was found on board, which resulted in the arrest of 5 individuals. In the past few years, cartels have become increasingly inventive in their efforts to smuggle illegal substances. A total of 14 of these vessels were stopped by the authorities between May and July of 2019. They appear to be willing to do whatever it takes to develop increasingly sophisticated strategies and technologies to transport their product across the border so long as they continue to receive a steady stream of financial support. It is of the utmost importance for the Navy to conduct tests to guarantee that a vessel is capable of withstanding the numerous mishaps and predicaments that may occur while it is at sea. Full ship stress tests were carried out by the United States Navy on the real combat ship U.S. Jackson in July in the year 2016. This test was carried out by detonating an explosive charge weighing 10,000 pounds in the water not too far away from the ship, and then determining how well the ship was able to withstand the blow. The ship performed extraordinarily well on this occasion, as seen by the fact that it passed all 3 of the tests that were attempted. Let's skip ahead in time to the 18th of June in the year 2021. The Navy was once again prepared to conduct shock tests at sea, and this time they were going to be carried out on the U.S. Gerald R. Ford. The only difference was that this time they were utilizing 40,000 pounds of explosives rather than 10,000 pounds of explosives. The remaining aspects of the scene were practically identical, and once you watch the film, the distinction is immediately apparent to you. In a manner that is comparable to that of the United States ship Jackson, Gerald R. Ford behaved extraordinarily well, displaying its resilience in the most intense combat conditions and even returning to port under its power. Now that we have witnessed a few military maneuvers at sea, let's make our way to the land and observe how the Air Force uses a high-speed train to test ejection seats. The technology that underpins ejection seats may appear to be rather straightforward. Yet to ensure that it functions as intended, it must undergo extensive planning and testing over many years. In the worst-case situation, pilots want to know that the technology will function properly, and this is where these tests come into play. No pilot ever wants to be in a position where they have to employ such equipment. A high-speed test track known as the Holloman can be found in the state of New Mexico. It is a railway system that was established by the Department of Defense to carry out a vast amount of different experiments. The United States Air Force fastened 2 fighter jet cockpits to the rail on May 23, 2018, and test dummies were placed inside the seats of the cockpits. Following the completion of a brief countdown, the test was initiated, and around 10 seconds after that, the ejection seats were activated. It was not for an ejection seat that another test was carried out at the location on May 20, 2019, yet it was nonetheless carried out. A hypersonic sled was being tested by the Air Force on this particular day. The clip shows the sled traveling at Mach 8.6, which is equivalent to 6,599 miles per hour. To put this into an even wider perspective, that could be expressed as more than 1 mile per second. A platform that allows scientists and engineers to conduct a range of experiments to get valid data on problems that could not be solved without testing is provided by the Holloman High-Speed Test Track. Today, it is possible to conduct these tests with the assistance of dummies, which was not always the case. This is a result of technological advancements and the inventiveness of humans. Back in the day, real people were used, and the forces that they were subjected to were so strong that an alternative was required. Due to the numerous experiments that have been carried out on this route, it is now recognized as a notorious location. Refueling military aircraft from the air is one of the most diverse methods that can be used to extend the flight length and boost the aircraft's autonomy. Because of this remarkable operation, which is carried out regularly by the Air Force, military aircraft can remain in the air for as long as is required. There are, however, only a select few individuals who are fortunate enough to have the opportunity to personally observe the process, such as the one that was captured on video at Hurlburt Field in Florida on September 7, 2016. Refueling of the CV-22B Osprey, a military aircraft that is capable of vertical landings and short landings, was carried out by the airmen of the 15th Space Operations Squadron. This aircraft is designed to combine the characteristics of a helicopter with those of a cruiser, allowing it to go at great speeds. The video demonstrates the high level of precision that is required to complete a refueling operation. The first reported successful attempt at aerial refueling occurred in 1923, marking the beginning of the history of this practice, which dates back over a century. Since that time, it is quite clear that technology has advanced by leaps and bounds. As a result of the fact that it is carried out by a wide variety of aircraft, it is an extremely useful instrument on the battlefield and a fascinating show for us to watch from the comfort of our own homes. United States Marines. When it comes to conducting military exercises, the United States is rarely alone. They frequently collaborate with their friends on several occasions throughout the year to carry out drills, training missions, and even simulated war scenarios. The United States Marine Corps, in collaboration with South Korean forces, carried out a huge amphibious landing operation at Doxiakri Beach, which is located in the city of Pohang, on March 31, 2014. A large number of cars can be seen leaving ships and going in the direction of the shoreline in aerial footage that was captured on that day. To give this image an almost post-apocalyptic appearance, smoke screens are activated just before the trucks reach the shore. This is done in a coordinated effort to imitate shielding the cars from enemy fire. Training exercises like these are carried out to display the amphibious and expeditionary capabilities of these vehicles. Additionally, these exercises are used to improve partnerships between allies and to teach personnel. In the 1920s and 1930s, these devices were initially invented. Nevertheless, it is possible that their most notable application was during World War II. Because of the significant updates and improvements that have been made to them since then, they are now among the most helpful. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.